fellas, AC here, welcome to another video. Now, sometimes you guys, my subscribers, come up with beautiful ideas. Zia Raza came up with this idea that I should do a video where I showcase to you one fragrance from one house, my favorite from one house. So I've got a vast collection, got maybe 50 odd houses, fragrance houses. Some houses I've got just one fragrance. So what I've done is I've picked up 20 houses from which I have got at least more than 3 or 4 fragrances, and I've created a video. It's a 2-part series. Part 1 I'm going to air today, part 2 tomorrow, just to make your Easter special. Yeah, I know everybody's stuck at home. I just want to create good solid content to make you happy and feel amazing. So this is going to be a superb video because I've put in a lot of effort. First 10, I've picked the best of the best from each house, one from every house, and let's see how it goes. Then 10 more tomorrow. Okay, so let me start with a house that I really enjoy. In fact, these 20 houses, I've got at least more than 3, as I said, and I really enjoy fragrances from these houses. So I'm going to start with Chanel. I really enjoy Chanel fragrances, and the first one is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I've done a detailed review of this one. This is one of those fragrances that instantly makes an impact on people who smell, and yourself. The warmer it is, this is the right weather, the warmer it is, the better it smells. It smells like fruity, woody, fresh, aquatic, and yet very, very stylish. Amazing fragrance, guys. You are bound to make an impact in a social circle, on a hot day, or in office. It's a very, very well made fragrance, especially if you are in your 20s, mid-20s or 30s even, and you have a well-chiseled physique, you really look after yourself, you have a great sense of style. This is going to suit you so good. It's amazing. And if you don't have a well-chiseled body like me, it'll still suit you if you have a gregarious personality. This is an outgoing fragrance. This is for people who like to go out, mix with people, have a great sense of humor, good personality. You know, just a person who enjoys life. It is for those people. That is majority, yeah? Everybody loves to live, everybody loves to enjoy life. And this is a beautiful fragrance from Chanel. Love it. So that was my Chanel pick. Next is a house which is again very close to my heart. I've got about 5 or 6 from this house, and this is my favorite, and it's been my favorite for a very, very long time. I use it in my professional setting. It's never let me down. In fact, there was a time when I was superstitious about this fragrance. If I was going to a very important meeting, I would pick the scent. I was very superstitious then. And it is Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Intensa. What a beautiful fragrance this is, guys. I really, after maybe 7-8 years, I've still not gotten over this fragrance. Every time I apply this fragrance, it is a joy to wear. It's the Italian perfumery at its very, very best. Yeah, I've done a full review of this one a long time ago, and people still comment on that video when they watch it. They say, you know, really enjoyed this video. I put my heart into that review because I love this fragrance from the bottom of my heart. It's a beautiful citrus. It's an amazing citrus. It's got a beautiful note of an awesome flower called Amyris. It's also got leather, subtleties of leather, cardamom. This is so elegant. It's just one of those fragrances, when you wear this fragrance, it's basically effortless suave. You know, you enter the room wearing a nice suit, you speak to people as if you own the place without ever coming across as an arrogant person. Yeah, this is this fragrance. It's a fragrance built to inspire you to succeed. Amazing fragrance, guys. Love it. Absolutely love it. Intensa. So that's Acqua di Parma gone. I've got 6 or more, I think, from Acqua di Parma. I've got a lot of Acqua di Parmas. That's my favorite. Now, everybody's favorite house, Creed. And I'm going to show you a fragrance which nobody talks about, right? And this is my favorite Creed. This is the only full bottle of Creed I have. Some of you might have guessed it. It is Creed's Venezia. What a fabulous fragrance. See, I love opulent, rich, charismatic fragrances. I don't care if people can't smell me. If it doesn't impress my nose, I'll never wear it. Even if it projects like a nuclear power reactor or whatever, I'd never wear a fragrance which doesn't impress me. This fragrance is so good. It was made for a queen, you know. And I'm going to do a full review soon. This has been in the list for a long, long time. It's got 3 of the most precious notes known to mankind: sandalwood, ambergris, and amber resin, with a smidgen of vanilla and jasmine and rose, all the regal notes, because it was made for a queen. And without adding too much pressure to the word regal, this is absolutely regal. It's opulent, it's rich, it's just mesmerizingly beautiful. One of the best, well, not one of the best, in my view, at this point in time, after having sampled almost all the creeds that, you know, are popular in the modern circle, this is my favorite creed. That's why I've got this in the list. It's, you know, par excellence. Yeah, this is the best creed in my opinion. Still, nobody talks about it. You know, this is what this video is going to do. I'm going to do this video with the objective of one thing and one thing only: to showcase really good stuff. And that takes guts. You know, I don't want to follow trend. I've never followed trend in my whole life. My mom says this. When I was a kid, I was always interested in doing things differently. So I don't want to give you fragrances that everybody's harping about. Some of these fragrances, yes, everybody's harping about them. But I also want to show you fragrances which are so good that, you know, when you wear it, you know, wow, what was this? Why didn't I know about it? Because you have to get out of your comfort zone, follow different ideas. This is a video for those ideas. Next on my list is one such fragrance. Absolutely no talk about this fragrance. I've reviewed it. Once you spray this fragrance, I promise you it will become your top 5 all time. It is Rare Fidelis by Histoires de Parfum. Look at the color of the juice. The moment you see such a color, what comes to mind? It's a very rich and opulent juice. You're not wrong. It's got amazing note of coffee. Wow, this has got an outstanding note of coffee. And along with that coffee, we've got superb radiant saffron, rose, Cambodian oud. No expense has been spared to make this fragrance. Rare Fidelis is an outstanding fragrance. It's crown on the jewel. This is a 10 out of 10. This house, I've got 4 fragrances from this house. None of those fragrances are less than 8, you know, even 9. I like all of them. But this one is the cherry on the cake. It's, oh, I cannot get enough of this fragrance. One spray is all you'll need. It's a very, very strong fragrance. But to enjoy it, go light, and that one spray will take you to, you know, different places, and you'll say, wow, what a fragrance this is. Rare Fidelis, this is my pick from Histoires de Parfum. 4 done, 6 to come. Next would be a house which I've got many fragrances from. Yeah, Dior. And this one is the finest Dior in my opinion. I've reviewed quite a few Diors. I'm going to review quite a few. This one is the best of the lot. It's Ambre Nuit by the Dior Privé line. What a fragrance this is, guys. People say that this is centered around rose and ambergris. You won't believe, you know, this has got so many nuances. The best example of expensive ambergris, in my opinion, is this. I've smelled so many ambergris fragrances. I've smelled real ambergris, and the fragrance that took me on the same kind of a trip. You know, ambergris is unbeatable. If you get real ambergris and you spray it, unbeatable. It's otherworldly. It's so divine and so beautiful. It'll take you to a different level. This fragrance does that to me to slightly lesser extent, but it does it. It's just a beautiful ambergris fragrance. That is sufficient to say. It's sufficient to say this is one of the most uplifting fragrances in this video. You apply this on a bad day, when you're having a bad day, it lifts you. If you're having a good day, it makes you a complete, you know, messiah. People will chase you. You basically are flying You know, that's the kind of fragrance. It's just outstanding, you know. Ambre, Nuit, Dior. What a fragrance this is, guys. One of my absolute favorites. Not one of my, it is my absolute favorite from the Dior line. Can't stress this enough. Next is from a house which I haven't got many fragrances from, but this one is by far the best, one of the best designers in my collection. I've reviewed it. It's a gorgeous fragrance. It's Bvlgari Man in Black. What a fragrance this is, guys. You know, people say this is similar to Spice Bomb. It doesn't have the performance. Who cares about performance when you have something that smells amazing? You know, Spice Bomb, I haven't smelt it and I don't want to, because this, what this does, I highly doubt Spice Bomb can do it because it's overpriced, in my opinion. I've smelled Spice Bomb Extreme. I was completely unimpressed by it. It smells like a very cheap Azzaro I've smelled, and I'll probably do a video later on. But this fragrance, what a beautiful vanilla, tobacco, spices, how beautifully this has been executed. It doesn't cost more than 50 bucks. If you went for the 100 ml bottle, for a cheap price, you will not get a fragrance that smells so beautiful. Yeah, one of the best Bvlgaris ever created. I've done a full review if you're interested. Every time I wear it, I think to myself, what a fantastic creation this is. So, the best Bvlgari in my opinion, the finest. Next is a fragrance from a house which I also don't have many fragrances from. But this one has been in my collection for a long time, and every time I wear it, it just lifts me. It is one of the most elegant fragrances in my collection. Versace Man. Can't praise this enough. What a fantastic fragrance this is. This is ideal. I mean, this kind of weather is ideal for this. It's got saffron, angelica, so it's green, vibrant, spicy because it's got myrrh. It's got tobacco as well. It's just, what has it not got? Outstanding, outstanding cheapie. You know, you still can get hold of this. I think they've discontinued this because Versace Oud Noir is similar to this with a slice of oud in it. But this one is still, because of how airy, how beautiful, how fantastic this makes me feel, you know. This is the best Versace in my collection, in my opinion. So, how many have I done? I've done 3 left. Okay. Right. Everybody's favorite house, apart from Creed, Tom Ford. This is the only full bottle of Tom Ford I own, but I own more than 10 decants, you know, 10 different fragrances. Everybody knows about my favorite Tom Ford. I speak about this a lot. Vert, D Encens. You know, sometimes in life, you are known by your attitude. You may not have anything, but if you have attitude, you will be very well known in your friend circle. This fragrance, it stands so differently from all the other Tom Ford private blends that, you know, when you smell this fragrance, you say, wow, what a creation. How beautifully this has been made. And this fragrance is just full of elegance, you know, attitude and elegance, right kind of attitude, not the wrong kind of attitude. It's just an outstanding fragrance. I've done a full review. It's one of my most favorite green scents. It changed my perception of green fragrances. When people talk about green fragrances, they say, oh, you know what? Green fragrances were the fougères of the 80s. There's a huge difference between a fougère of the 80s, the barbershop, and green scents. Yes, green scents were very popular in the 80s. But try this modern incarnation. It's just, Vert means green, Encens, incense. It's like an enchanted forest. And nature, whatever nature creates, nobody can beat. This fragrance is so beautiful because I'm a nature lover. It takes me to the nature. It has this amazing elegance about itself. It's one of the nicest Tom Ford. It is my favorite Tom Ford. And the only full bottle of Tom Ford I own. Private blend. Vert, D Encens. Okay, next is a house which a lot of people talk about nowadays. It's an Arabian house. And it's Arabian Oud. And this fragrance again touches exactly the same chords that I enjoy. I like vibrant, happy, bright fragrances. I don't like morose, deep, dark fragrance. I do like some of them, but mostly my picks are bright, vibrant, and opulent. This fragrance is all three. It's a killer fragrance. It uses a note of yuzu, Japanese yuzu. Now everybody who smelled Izimiyake will be familiar with the note of yuzu. But it does another thing. It uses cashmere oud. It's so vibrant, so opulent, so rich, fruity. It is stunning, absolutely stunning fragrance. What a killer fragrance this is. This is again one of the fragrances I've reviewed. You smell it and you'll know. Look at the damage. You smell it, you will know how special this fragrance is. This is the best Arabian Oud in my opinion, and I've smelt about 10 of them. Out of the 10, I own three, yeah. On 3 of them, out of the 3 I picked this. This is the best Arabian Oud in my opinion. Kashmir. Check it out. Once you sample it, I don't think I'll have to convince you. One sniff will convert you completely. Last, my favorite house is Guerlain. And my favorite Guerlain is Shalimar. PDT, Parfum de Toilette Vintage. I like all Shalimar. I like the current EDP as well. This is one fragrance which is so close to my heart. If from my entire collection of 450 odd fragrances, somebody was to say, AC, you're going to pick one, just one, I'll pick this. I cannot describe to you how I feel when I wear Shalimar. It's one of those fragrances that completely lifts me, you know, and I feel so happy. I'm in a state of complete harmony when I wear this fragrance. It's a vanilla fragrance. Now, most vanillas are sweet, foodie like vanilla. There is no vanilla on this planet as good as this, yeah. And again, as I said, you know, you have to stray away from the popular belief. Nobody talks about Shalimar as a men's fragrance, yeah. Wear Shalimar and see for yourself. You're doing something which is extraordinary. It is completely out of the normal path. You're breaking the rules. When you break the rules, great things happen, yeah. Not only in your perfume collection, but in your life. Don't break the law, but break notions that are pre-established, yeah. And you know, whenever I wear Shalimar, it just reaffirms one thing that I believe I have in me, and that is I have the courage to think out of the box. In my profession, I'm very well known for that. I come up with creative solutions and people are left scratching their head thinking, wow, okay, you came up with this? We never thought of this. When you wear this, you will realize that it's a thing to have. It's a great joy to have that quality in you. The ability to think outside the box. Ability to do something which is outside the norm. As long as you don't break the law, you will basically go places. This is why I recommend it. So many people have come back to me and said that once they smelled and sprayed Shalimar on them, they realized what a beautiful fragrance this is and completely converted. Everybody who's come back to me and said, you know, Shalimar was one recommendation I tried and I'm completely bowled over by Shalimar. Trust me, guys. I've got 3 versions of this. I've got the extrait, I've got the vintage, I've got the current. This is my favorite. But try the current version. Don't go mad because these will be quite expensive to get hold of. If you ever get hold of any Shalimar, try it. See for yourself. It's one of the most stunning fragrances. You know, everybody praises Shalimar. Women just love it. But this is not feminine. Try it on yourself. So, hope you enjoy this video, fellas. Excuse me. And part 2 will be coming tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.